Hey guys, what's going on? This is Puffy Purrs, and today I'm doing a recording instead of a live stream. Mainly because I tried to stream this and my internet is like, nope. So I thought if I just record it and then upload it later to show what I've done, then at least, I've got an upload. Yeah, so basically what I was thinking of doing was Dr. Robotniks Mean Bean Machine, which I love. And so basically Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is very similar to a game called Puyo, and a couple of us are going to be playing that tomorrow, maybe, if my internet decides it wants to work. And but I enjoy the game very much. It's a very weird kind of game because it's very similar to like Tetris and columns. You have to connect all the blobs, and then by collecting the bobs, you are then oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to change the difficulty setting. This is going well. And by connecting the bobs, they disappear. But you've got to beat someone who is also doing the same thing as well. So it's not like there is a mode where you can just do it on your own continuously, if you pardon the pun. But the main storyline is you're versing one of Dr. Robotnik's enemies, and your aim is to get them to die before you die. And to do that, you have to clear your blobs, but you have to then make combos. So you'll see when I play how I make combos. It's very easy to do so. But of course, while you're trying to make combos, they're doing the same, so then they're going to try and make you fail. I enjoy it. Like, it's a puzzly game. I think Sonic Mania uses it on one of its levels as well. Like, you have to fight Dr. Robotnik, I think, on the Hydro City level, and he like comes up with the Dr. Robotnik Mean Bean Machine level format. Players would be like, what? They didn't know anything about it. But yeah, it's an enjoyable game. But yeah, as I was saying, so there's a game that, oh man, you did that on purpose, isn't it? There's a game called Puyo, which is available from tomorrow on Steam, and it's been on, oh wow, you had a red. It's been on, I think, the Switch and PlayStation, etc. for a while. But it's a puzzle game, and I think it's going to be quite good to play with a couple of people online. Because I originally suggested playing this against someone online, but there wasn't like a good online duo do it at the same time emulator or anything like that. But I mean, because a lot of people play like fighting games and stuff, don't they? Wow, damn it. A lot of people play fighting games when they do 2-player or something like that. But I mean, I'm a big fan of puzzle games. I enjoy playing Tetris, etc. Like, because I usually play RPGs. This is how not to play. So I usually play RPGs, etc. But I'm usually quite fond of playing these puzzle games. Because in my spare time, I like playing Sudoku, etc. Playing Sudoku, you know what I mean? I like doing Sudoku puzzles and all that jazz. But yeah, it's very weird because in interviews I'm like, oh, I like doing puzzles. And it's a very typical interview, what do you do in your spare time answer, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, I enjoy saving the world, and I enjoy helping people out. I enjoy helping old grannies cross the road while I'm devising a cure for cancer. But I do enjoy like puzzles, like keep my mind active. I tend to do some like while I'm watching TV, because it's very hard for me to just like sit down and watch something without doing anything else. Does that make sense? Like my mind just wanders and kind of gets bored. apart from at the cinema, where it's usually like, because it's just so dark and all you can see is the screen, it's very hard for me to like play on my phone or something. Plus it's rude as well. So yeah, even though it's hardest difficulty, these guys aren't too tiresome. I think we'll probably find it hard stage 10, I'd say. And you might notice a couple of these characters look familiar. They do use the same characters that are in the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon series, which I think used to be on Channel 4. I was a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog growing up, because compared to Mario, because we didn't have a SNES when we was growing up. Well, we did eventually, but in the stage of I use SNES or Sega, we was mainly a Sega family. So yeah, we had all the Mega Drive ones, and I remember specifically this one. On the front cover, it has who's it got? It's got Robotnik, and well, as you can see, the front cover below me here, and a lot of the Badniks which you can fight. And I don't know if it has it on that box art. I can't see it very. I don't think it has, but on the one I had, it has Robotnik speaking French, which is a bit weird. Like, although I think you could choose the language French, it was weird that it was actually included in French on the UK box art. But yeah, so I remember this guy's called Coconuts, and he's in Sonic 2 at the beginning. I'm Coconuts, and I'm Dr. Robotnik's favourite robot. But yeah, like, they call the enemies in Sonic 2 at the beginning on the tree coconuts as well, so I think he's related to that. But I remember him specifically in the TV series, and I think the other ones have appeared as well. But you also have Grounder, who's in the TV series, a regular on the TV series, and you have the bird, and I forgot what the bird's called. I want to say the bird's called Cluckles or something? I don't know if I'm just saying that because it's a chicken. Ah, you douche. I think that'll help. But yeah, it's nice to see familiar faces. And when I was playing this when I was young, I used to think, oh, why hasn't Sonic got his own profile, like his own picture? Because you assume that you're Sonic fighting these enemies, but you could just be yourself. Like, it doesn't give you an actual player profile, as in sense. So it's just kind of nice, because it's kind of like you could pretend that you are actually fighting these enemies, and not anyone like Sonic or anything like that. And I also thought there was only 5 stages as well when I was younger. I think I had a bit of a problem at the start, like when I first got it, trying to decipher like how to win. And because you don't do that. A lot of people just sort of like get the pairs, or do you know what I mean, like combine all they can. And although that's kind of not a bad idea at the start, when it then gets to the point of having to defeat the opponent, you have to do stuff like that, where you have to like build it up and then like, damn it, get to it once. Because I've not really been paying much attention, I'm probably gonna screw this up. Oh no, that's not bad. And like here, so I could have just easily done them both at the same time and probably sent over one, whereas what I just did then, it was quite good because it sent over 5, I think. But it sent over quite a bit. And the, yeah. So there's no prizes for guessing who the final boss is in this. I think it's pretty standard who is. And yeah, so you get to see a lot of anime enemies which you don't really see in the actual games themselves. Like, I think, well, not anime, but like cartoon series. The cartoon series did kind of, I think it was made by different people to whoever made the games. Sega. I don't think it was Sega that made the cartoons. But yeah, maybe this game's loosely based on that. Just trying to think what else I can say about the game. Whoa, this is not good. Damn it, that's what I want, baby. Oh, Jesus. What? I can't believe I died. Good thing I'm not streaming this. The embarrassment of it all. Puff. Or puff. Guess we're gonna have to fire him again. So if I got a death counter, that would be 1. But yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I'm doing this bad. But yeah, it's a very like, because I was kind of quietly confident about playing this game, but you've kind of got to be on your ball a lot of the time. And although this is hardest difficulty, so you know, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's beating what, 34 seconds, as opposed to the one I've just done where I died. But you've always got to be on your ball, eye on the ball. I've got more sizzle than a rasher of bacon. You gonna tell us your name? No, he's not gonna tell us his name either. Well, what a bitch. Cool. Notice that the music's got a little bit faster as well. I remember also in the manual for this, I think it was this. Might have been, nah. Yeah, definitely this. Didn't know if it, oh, it might have been columns actually. That it said, oh, if the game speeds up, that's what the game's meant to do. Like, it's nothing wrong with your game, so don't like return it. Be like, this game's speeding up, I want a new one. Which, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if people did do that when they were playing. They're like, oh, I can't play this anymore, mommy. The game's too hard. Oh wow, this is gonna annoy me. Okay. I just literally want a purple blob. That's so much to ask. I'm gonna have to do that. Didn't want to, but it's just to get rid of that thing, and oh, I can't see myself doing any. Oh, look at that face he's pulling. That's a real douchey face, isn't it? And then clear that. Yeah. Oh no. No, 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 no. Wow. Yeah, a really good idea this wasn't streaming. Maybe my internet was secretly trying to save me from embarrassment. I'll let you off, BT, for now. I think the good thing about this game as well is the save method, which, oh, I forgot you had different sound for when you're dying. I think the other times I was just died. Oh dear. You had a save feature which was literally just 4 different kind of blobs. But I guess you didn't need to. That it wasn't when you got to a level at a certain difficulty. There wasn't much else you had. Like you didn't have to get items or anything. So it was easy for the game's memory just to save the state as a 4-bean password. As opposed to like using saved games and stuff, because a lot of Mega Drive games back in the day had the password save feature. It's very funny how you've got loads of games which kind of were quite small in a sense, whereas when you then look at, like, there were games like Phantasy Star which didn't really have, like, that had like loads of space. Like it was a huge game and a lot could get done, but it was like, and you had like memory save files as well, so it's like all of this stuff was in like this small Mega Game cartridge, which also fit in Sonic the Hedgehog, which you could complete in like half an hour. Well, it probably took you long as a kid. And to be honest, I think I tried to play it recently and like died and all that over. But it just goes to show that like there was like a lot of capacity in those small Mega Drive cartridges. But it was like sometimes the people decided not to fill it to its capacity. And that reminds me of something at work someone said earlier. So they're bringing out the Galaxy S9, I think. And they were saying how we've probably actually got like the next 3 or 4 worth of phone features already made. Wow, this guy is rinsing me. I was like, yeah, I'll be done by like 9. 8 now. 8 PM. And but yeah, because we've got those like features already done, but they don't want to release them all yet, because of course if they release them all, screw you, then it's going to get to the point where, you know, they're going to have to think up more stuff to do, and they could just leave it and then release them in little batches, all the new updates. Oh, not helping myself here. And they're probably doing the same with video games as well, in essence. Like, you know, they've got this amazing game. They probably don't want to release it straight away, because then people will be like, oh, what's next, what's next, what's next? Because you know what the British public are like. We're not even British public, like, you know, Americans as well. We're very fussy, and we're always like, we're like, oh yeah, that's amazing, that's fantastic. What else you got? Like, you know, Mario Odyssey is an amazing game, but then it's like, right, that's great. Well, what else are you got coming up for us? It's like Square Enix is like, hey, we did Final Fantasy 7. Like, yeah, but what else have we got? Stop living off the past. Wow, I messed this up again. It's like, I really want to see what type of stuff happens in Final Fantasy 7 Remake, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't hold much hope for it. Like, at the end of the day, I enjoy and love Final Fantasy 7. You know, and whatever happens to the remake, I always love Final Fantasy 7. You know, it's not gonna make me then play the game and think, oh no, they did a really terrible job with this, I'm never gonna look at this game the same way again. Like, you know, it's just, it's a remake. It's a different game. It's the same game but just redone. And like, it's probably going to be like Final Fantasy 15, where you're running around, you're tapping, you're mashing buttons, trying to get the best you can get. But you know, we'll see what they do. Who knows? It might be like a global success and it might be really incredible. But yeah, I'm not holding much hope. I mean, the fact that it took however long it did to take to release Final Fantasy 15, and it's like, sure, it's a great game, although some may disagree. It's like, you don't, like, did they really need to spend all that time on it? Like, did they use their time wisely, I think is what I'm getting at, like, because there was a lot, and I mean a lot, of time spent on that game. And like the concept of the game changed. Like, it wasn't originally going to be 15, it was going to be versus 13. And I don't even know what 13 is. Like, is that a kind of game series? Whoa. This guy takes no prisoners either. But at the same time, it shows that they kind of then like go, well, we spent a lot of time on this game, let's release it as 15. And then you kind of like, okay, I see what you're doing here. But yeah, I'm never, because 14 is weird. It was like, I remember being in Blockbuster, if you guys remember that. And Blockbuster had Final Fantasy 14 for sale, and I was like, what? Like, I didn't hear about Final Fantasy 14 being released, and then I looked, and it was like, oh, it's a MMORPG, like, and it looks like it was very rushedly released. And like, because I don't like MMORPGs, so when I heard Final Fantasy 11 was being an MMORPG, I was like, oh, well, I'm not getting that then. Should I give them a go? Maybe. I just don't like... I like buying a game and then never spending any more money on it. Although that's extremely hard to do nowadays with the DLC and stuff. Like, I didn't want to buy any Super Smash Bros. DLC, but then Cloud was released, and I was like, oh, I do want Cloud. And then it's like, but it's not even that cheap either. Like, if it was a couple of quid, it'd be fine, but it's like £7 just for the character, or like £9 for both of them. And that's kind of a bit of a rip, to be honest. Like, but hey-ho, is a bit of a money-making scheme. This guy is really annoying. Whoa. What a douche. Absolute douche. Wow. Nope, 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 nope. All the nopes. Wow. Look at that cheeky grin. But yeah, so it's a shame that there's very few games that they release which don't have like the DLC concept to it. It's like, I liked the fact that, like, for example, there's games like Sonic Mania where they release Sonic Mania, and you don't, like, because they could have very easily said, oh, here's Sonic Mania with Sonic, but if you want to play with Tails or Knuckles, that'll be extra. Like, ah, yes, Red Blob. So hopefully, oh, he's got a bloody combo as well. But like, they could have done that. They could have so easily done that, and like we couldn't really do anything, could we? You can't really go to trading standards and be like, oh, they released the game, but you have to buy DLC to get the full benefits of the game. Like, we're literally stuck. Like, what do you do? 50 seconds. This game is a bit of a, like, luck based, but I think the things were the thing. Oh, so this is Grounder. So he's no, I wouldn't say that. So basically, you can call me Sam. Oh, I think he said something funny there. But so he was in the in the cartoon, and he's a regular with the chicken. I think in the first episode, Robotniks like, I need some sidekicks, and then they spruce up him and the chicken, and it's quite funny. Like, they have quite a few hilarious moments. But wow. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, he's so he's also in Sonic 2 as well. So I think Sonic 2 came out at the same time-ish as the cartoon. I think it was on Channel 4. I seem to remember it being on Channel 4. I think it was on the programme called The Big Breakfast, which I don't think is around anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think they were good cartoons. Like, when you're young, you pretty much don't watch anything in it. I do think the quality of TV these days for kids isn't as good as it was back then for us. Which is a shame for them. But good for us. It means we weren't bored out of our minds. Come on, combo. Phew. Actually, really embarrassing. That's good. Boom. Hit Grounder. Stage 9. So now we've got Goldman. Hit the music change. Come on, Squirt. Hit the music changes now. Yeah, it does. Which is cool. So yeah, these guys. I don't really know these guys. They might be someone famous. They might be in the TV series as one of the final enemies we faced. But I don't really remember. Wow, they are hard though. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm very, very wary of that left flank building up. The gems, like, I'm not pushing down or anything, but the gems are literally skyrocketing down. Like, doesn't give me much time to, like, move and change it, which is always fun. It means it is the same for him as well, but he's a machine, so I think he's able to deal with the... But he's going really... Oh, he's going fast as well. I can't really see and look at that at the same time. Damn it. Like, for then. Oh, damn it. No! Right, there you go. So done some combos here. Just wanna... Ooh, that was annoying. Ah, crap. Whoa. That was a mess. I didn't want to fill this scoreboard full of puffs. but I might have to. So what level is this? Stage 9. I think there's 14 stages. I think there's 13 and then the final boss. But we'll see. Oh, I didn't see what the first one was. So I'm trying to remember if the order, like, of the gems change every new go. Because it'd be interesting to see if they did, or if it is just random. Because I know you both have the same gem. Also, another little thing that I've kind of noticed by looking over. It's got Dr. Robotnik there. And like, I think in two-player mode it'll have player 1 and player 2, but like it doesn't have their individual name of the enemies, it just says Dr. R for every single one. Which is a bit strange. Ah, crap. And okay, we should be okay now, maybe. And then that one. Right. And then this one here. And then... damn it. Although this will do combine. Oh, what a douche. I've got to get him now when he's up top, because if you just leave it, then he's going to get back. Like, damn it. Cool. And a blue for one there. Come on, this got to be good. Got to be a good one. He's sweating, girl. Oh, boys, he's sweating. I think we're good. Yeah. Pew 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 pew. Let's go. It's good. It's good. It's good. We got this. We got this. Stage 10. So it's weird. Person with pink velvet stuff. Ah, crap. And then build it up. We split it. Damn it. Okay. Right. That's not a bad combo. If I get the light blue one now, that should be not bad. Ah, crap. Damn it. What's going on? Okay. Although, I need to turn up the purple ones. And that ain't happening. Oh my god. Combine the yellows? Yeah. Oh, boom, mama. Girl. I think that was like one blob away from a red one. the game can turn instantly, because it looked like I was going to die there. But then because I got quite a few combos, and because I was piling them before to try and get some double ones, they kind of all then collapsed. One way of playing this, which the computer looks like it kind of does sometimes, is just pile a load up. And then, because at the beginning, while they've only got a few, if you pile them all up, then you're like literally, you're creating a lot of like stuff to clear. And the more stuff you've got to clear, you can think, right, well, I've got to clear this, I've got to do that. And then you can create more combos, and then you can get like the first edge, because you're combining a load together and getting those clear blocks over there, and then you're kind of giving the opposition not much chance to make combos. Alright, so... no. It's that yeehaw which does it, which makes you think, oh god, what's he done? Or how much has he done? Ah, crap. Okay. This should be alright. Damn it. And it's annoying as well, because it gets to this speed. Like, the touches are so sensitive. And I did quite good there, I thought, but obviously not good enough, because he's now gone and just done that. And it looks like he's winning somehow. I thought I was doing well. Oh, and he's grinning. He's undecided whether he's happy or not. I think he's happy. Damn it. Don't like him when he's happy. So. Oh no. Get out that way, girl. Get out that way. Yeah, I concede defeat that time. Oh, am I gonna have to put these things in? Poof. Rank 4. Oh, his name's Fuzzy Face. That's what you called him. I can see the chicks stage 12. So Robotniks stage 13. Just interesting. I think I'm safe to say that the gems that come out are different each time. So there's 13 stages, so this is the one before the final boss, which is always good. And as you can see, he's struggling a little bit because of that big combo I just did. And then I'm going to do a combo here. Hopefully that'll mess him up a little bit. Okay. We're good. You win! And then it's just like 56 seconds like that. So, I wonder if he says his name. Scratch. You've been scratching around here too long, worm bait. Time to cross the road and head home, pal. I think that was his name, Scratch. I'm winning this one by fair means and foul. Fair means or foul? So yeah, this is going to be toughy. This is like the penultimate boss. Penultimate? Is that a word? Penultimate? Yeah, I think it's a word. I know it's a word, but I think that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, crap. No. Oh, wait. Damn it. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted to get the yellow one down there. Damn it. Ah, yes. Oh, phew. That yellow one wanted that. If that clear shell wanted the yellow one, I would be pissed. We good boost. We are good to go. He's sweating. Girl, he's be sweating. Yes! That wasn't too bad. Now it's the big guy himself. Except there's a ground and scratch. Girl! You dopey dunce bots. Can't you do anything right? Now I'll have to do my own dirty work and blend those beans. Oh girl. So yeah, this is like the final shebang on hardest. I think this gets you a trophy on the Sega Ultimate Collection as well, if I remember correctly. Doing this on hardest. So, you know, it's always worth a play. I think I've kind of shown you how to win. If I actually win now, it's going to be another thing. I do think it's like the hardest they could make it though. Like, it's very hard to make this hard, make this game any more difficulty than it was. That was so easy. 43 seconds. Blah blah. All clear. So yeah, as you can see, we destroyed him, which got him very angry, and all the beans, including that one with the moustache. Well, two of them are. Oh, three of them moustache. Why are there so many old beans? I don't understand how beans can age and grow moustaches. Okay, so we get his names anyway. So Arms. His name's Arms. Purple. Frankly, I'm gonna guess these names. Alien. Humpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a rock. Coconuts. He kindly introduced himself. Oh, Stern or something? Davy Sprocket. As in the Davy Crockett or whatever his name is. Wheels? Squill. Squill. Dino. Oh, Dynamite as in M-I-G-H-T. Grounder. Grounder. The very same. Goldman? Spike. He doesn't have a spike on him. Maybe on his head. Oh. Sir Fuzzy Logic. There's two F's on the middle of that. Oh, what's this one? Dragon Breath. Scratch. Scratch. The name was Scratch. And last but not least, oh no, Dr. Robotnik. Oh yeah, Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, when he does that face, you're like gonna die. And has been. Oh, I forgot there was a bean that like was kind of the mascot, but you don't see him in the scenario mode. And then you have the credits rolling. So yeah, that was all that I wanted to stream, but I couldn't because the internet wouldn't let me. But it, so I thought I'd record it. So yeah, if you view this video, hope you enjoy my tips and chat. I was gonna say I'm gonna stream on Thursday, although this is a video, so whenever you see this, that might have been like very old news. Yeah. So thanks for joining, and if you're not already, press that follow button if you want. If I have a stream again, if my internet allows me to. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon. Toodles!